Hello and welcome to Stage 5, the final stage of the Huayra Royale. I still have just 4 upgrades that I put on in Stage 4. We'll see how long that gets me. Lime Rock Park is interesting because I don't have a lot of experience here. So check this out. Full throttle here. And can I keep it full throttle here? Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, that's risky. Well, let's just keep on going. You gotta really power through this. So because I don't have a lot of experience here, a lot of trial and error because I still haven't optimized this track in this type of car. So it's a learning curve, and I'm really stretching things. You can see I've already been spending some of my off track. I've got to get up to 5th place here right away. So you gotta go really hardcore to get there. And not a lot of contact allowed. There we go. Now I can relax and just finish the stage. That took a long time to work that out with just these upgrades. So I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully you can learn something from that. It went by pretty fast. We'll get more into this. So there you can see 4 upgrades. Then I added a bunch more. So that's what I've now spent in total to get up to 13 upgrades. We'll take a look at those upgrades in a bit. You have got to make up an awful lot of room quick here. So I'm going to stay full throttle. Okay, watch this. I get the arc so I can keep it full throttle through this. Ooh, off track is interesting because that's not off track. Little braking point there. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit here and then blast around Michael on the outside. It's amazing how fast you can take that left corner. Left corner? Sorry, I mean last corner. It's a right-hand corner. I meant last corner. You can take it shockingly fast. Now, I will be getting into some of my reference points for braking markers. I'm already getting a little bit squirrely here, but I've got a lot to go. So just watch here, very short braking point here. With degrading tires, it's difficult because you keep having to adjust. Now the bots stay in the middle, and you can go a lot lower, and here is still very little. Now, you know what, let's not talk about braking point. Well, okay, on the right, there's a road that joins the track. That's the beginning of that is my braking point. Because we've got these degrading tires, it's a bit iffy, but that is what I'm going with. Right as that side road joins into the Lime Rock circuit there. So that's what I'm using. Here, I'm braking pretty late, as you can see, pretty well when I'm getting on the curb. Light braking point. Now, it's worse because I'm squirrely. But I just need to get up here, and this is so stressful. You're not going to believe this. Just watch closely what happens. I'm fighting. I've been fighting for a long time. This is the hardest one for me, I think. How did I win that? There must have been some sort of a visual glitch. Like, I'm stunned. I'm just sitting here staring at the screen, waiting for the times to show up because I'm stunned. 0.019 second lead. I don't know how that's possible. That's what they gave me. Hallelujah. I'll take it. And there you can see the upgrades I have. We'll show you again at the very end. Some of these stages are super wordy. This one's not bad. So I've got a tailgate Ahmed for 3 seconds, and then most likely the race just ends. Okay, check it out, full throttle. There was a slight tilt to the left, then back to the right again. We got to go through that. This is the chicane. You got to blast this chicane. You got to blast that chicane. You got to sort out that braking point in this car. It takes a bit of trial and error, and then you've got to trust your muscle memory in the chicane if you're going to use chase view. I think this is the least advantageous view to use going through the chicane, the back view I'm using. Probably better if you're using one of the in front views like bonnet view, but I can't relearn a viewpoint this quick. No. So I've developed my muscle memory. So get this, got to be careful, scraping by Eric, and there we go, and blast this chicane again. I still have to reach Ahmed, right? Now, interestingly enough, through my trial and error, Ahmed's driving a Valkyrie. I know that. So the interesting thing is, how does the Valkyrie handle at this track? Well, I don't know because I haven't tested it. I don't know where he's going to be braking. I don't know where he is weak and where he is strong. So this is my first time really catching up to Ahmed. And so I've got to sort that out on the fly because I just don't know. Where do I catch up? And where do I fall back? Wait a second. No, this is my second time catching up to him. Second time. But still, looked like he lost a lot on the chicane. So I'm thinking I better brake early here. And no, that was a mistake. Because he's taking off. Okay, well, what about here? A slight tap. You can see that I could probably keep it full throttle on that last corner with these upgrades, okay? Man, you got to get close in order for this to kick in. And I'm squirrely, I'm pushing it way too far. Again, because I haven't really mastered Lime Rock, so I'm squirrely. Whoa, baby! Okay, my hope is the chicane, so I'm gonna brake late, try to catch him. And then he's, oh my gosh, oh no, ah! Oh, I was so nervous I was gonna get failed due to damage. But I got my tailgating in, because tailgating, you can be beside, you don't have to be right behind. More on that, there'll be a video at the very end for you to see how that works. Slight pause here, and then I'm full throttle right away, and I'm gonna keep it to the far left, and I do need to say that, watch this. Far left, I need to lengthen this track to hit my speed target here. So I've got to hit a speed target 3 times, 330 kilometers an hour. You can check out miles if you want to. And I've got to get 1 position ahead. So that's not easy. And again, I've not mastered this circuit. So what I'm realizing is almost no braking is required right here. Like even that, way too much. But then watch on your right where there's a shadow hitting the wall. That's kind of when I'm on the brakes, because you need to blast through here and keep it to the left, because you're gonna have way more grip than you actually realize. See, I wasn't even having to maximize there. I gotta wait for my 330 to hit. I'm watching for that. I'm not watching for the braking point. I'm watching for my 330 to hit. And then I'm gonna get on those brakes. And it's working out pretty good. There's Eric. I've got not a lot more to catch him. And then swooping through these, man, this is a fast track. Once you dial it in, holy smokes, is this ever a fast and fun track. Even though it's flat round here, flat round there, flat round everywhere. Okay, so I'm catching up to, oh, that was almost a failure. Instant fail going off track. This is old school hard recommended PR event, and I love it. I love the challenge. I like getting pushed a bit, so I don't mind this one bit, okay? Met all my speed targets are met. Now I need to overtake Eric without going off track and without getting damaged or damaging him too much. So I'm going to try to set this up, stay full throttle. Ooh, little tag, little tap. There we go. He's off there. He got on the brakes. I'm clear. Now I'm clear. I just need to be reasonable with my braking points, and I'm clear. I'm braking a little bit early, which is risky, because Eric, if he hits me, I'll fail. That kind of sucks, but that's the way it works. And actually, that makes sense in real racing. If you're not acting normally in a race, you can cause a massive wreck. I decided I'd watch him as I beat him. Yeah, baby. Okay, 1 more to go. This took me a while. The developers made a mistake in the description. I'll get to that in a bit. I want you to watch what I'm doing here. Okay, so as soon as I have control, I'm full throttle. And I'm gonna stay full throttle through this corner right here. And I'll be staying full throttle for the last corner, I'm gonna try to. Ooh, got snaky. Okay, and then my braking point is gonna be right where the road, right there, where that side road joins the main track, right at the beginning of that. The developers made a mistake in this stage. It says no off track. That is not true at all. I spent one of my attempts, I was blowing corner 1 every single time. So I think I must have had at least 2 seconds, 3 seconds of off track. It seems like it was unlimited, but you don't want to be doing that. There's no benefit to going off track here at all. There's no benefit. You need on track because you need speed, man. You need a lot of speed. Okay, braking point again. Watch for the side road joining. I'm on the brakes, right? I'm going to sometimes do 1 braking point here, sometimes 2. Just depends. Braking point number 2, just as I'm getting into the turn here. And I stay on the brakes a little long because I want to stay full throttle through this turn. Paul Newman straight. Now watch, just as I'm making my left-hand turn, I'm on the brakes, back on the throttle. Very short braking point. I'm shocked how little you have to brake. And look how much oh no! Ah! Okay, obviously I was way off track and I hit a wall. You definitely cannot get heavily damaged here. Like if I crash into Eric when I reach him, that's it, I'm done. So I kind of messed up my average speed now. I'm gonna have to earn that back. I'm really glad that I saved it. Obviously, there's a little bit of room for error. I like to be full throttle here, and then as I start my left-hand turn, I get on the brakes just for a little bit, back on the throttle. Way to the left. None of that was off track, okay? I was doing that in other stages. Look at that. That wasn't off track. Little braking point here. Maybe I could keep it pinned, but sometimes it's better to give up a little tiny bit just so you don't totally blow the race. So this is tricky. Okay, it took me 2 or 3 tries probably to be able to nail the average speed to optimize this. Because one, you got to catch Eric, then you got to overtake him. And again, I don't have a lot of experience with the other Huayra Rs at this track, so I don't necessarily know where their weak point is. I think it's going to be the corner just before we go up the hill. I think that's where he's going to be weak. Well, we're going to find out very soon, because there he is. So in the last lap, I've got to get it. This is it. Gotta go, baby. Ooh, getting nervous there. Again, I wouldn't fail if I went off track, but Eric's just gonna drive off into the beautiful sunset. Take a look at the sky for just a second. All right, look at that, see? That's why I want to keep it full throttle there, because I gained on him nicely. Will he give it to me? He gave it to me. Awesome, because I was close enough to him. So now I can take it a little bit easy, not too much. Oh, that was off track. Oh boy. And there we go. I'm super happy with that. We're going to get into my total costs and final upgrades here right now. So, in total, I spent $1,933,200 R dollars, 200 gold. After rewards, $1,633,200 R dollars, 100 gold was spent. And please please subscribe. Here's the playlist link, drafting versus tailgating, some other stuff. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.